Hello, beautiful people. My name is Collins and I am a chicken farmer. I am from Nigeria. So I do keep this layers chicken for egg production. On this video today, I want to share with you why a lot of farmers suffer from loss because of a disease outbreak in their farm. First of all, disease outbreak. Before there is any disease outbreak in your farm, it must start from one or two or three chickens. But why most people suffer loss in their farm is because they don't pay attention to their chicken. Before any viral disease outbreak in your farm, maybe that kind cough or maybe coryza, that is infectious coryza or coccidiosis. Before any of these diseases affect the whole of your chicken, it must start from a few chickens. It won't start from the whole of your chicken. The reason why a lot of people encounter a very big loss in their farm because of diseases is because they don't pay attention to their chicken. For an instance, whenever I feed my chicken very early in the morning before I move to work, I usually stay a few minutes in my farm. I usually monitor their movements. I usually monitor how they feed. I usually monitor them so that I'll know if they are suffering from any issue like diseases. Before any disease affects your chickens, it must start from few. And when you don't pay a close attention to your chicken, you won't notice the disease. Then you will only notice it when it have affected the whole of your chicken. And at that period, some of them will suffer it and die. Some of them will not lay eggs. Like, you will suffer a very big loss because you don't pay close attention to your chicken. Because before you notice the disease in your farm, the whole of your chicken might have contacted it. Like infectious coryza, for an instance, it don't start with the whole chicken. It usually starts with one or two chicken. Then it will now spread to the other chicken. And when you pay a very close attention, you will notice the sign of infectious coryza. And what we will do immediately is to treat the whole chicken infectious coryza by administering the medicine in their water. So when you administer it in their water, it will now fight those infectious coryza that have not shown in other chicken, and it will also fight those ones that have contacted it. So at the end, it won't affect the whole of your chicken. But if you should wait till it affects the whole of your chicken, then definitely they are going to suffer from stress. They are not going to produce enough eggs. If it is broilers chicken, they are not going to feed again. They will lose all their weight, and at the end, you will suffer a very big loss. So for you as a poultry farmer, whenever you feed your chicken, you have to stay at least 10 minutes in your farm and pay a very close attention to your chicken. Sometimes you will notice in your farm that you will give your chicken their feed, and they will end up not feeding on the feed. Maybe because they are suffering from a sickness and you don't know. So you have to pay very close attention whenever they drop on their feeding rate. You have to administer, neither you give them multivitamin or you give them a medication depending on what is happening in your farm at that particular moment. But you will only know this when you pay a very close attention. So as a poultry farmer, I will really advise you as a poultry farmer, anytime you feed your chicken in the morning, you have to stay like 10 minutes with your chicken to know if everything is moving quiet all right. And again, when you come back from work, you have to check up on them so that you will know how they are doing. When you don't do this, before you realize that your chicken have contacted diseases, it might have affected half of your chicken and you won't know. at the end of the day, it will be a very huge loss for you. So I prefer you check up on them every morning, pay a very close attention so that you will be able to detect diseases in the beginning so that you will treat them immediately. Like this my chicken now, I noticed that they are suffering from cough. Though it have not affected all of them, but what I did was I bought a medication for them so that I'll treat it early so that it won't affect all of them. Because when it affects all of them, it will cause a very huge loss and damage to me. So I have to treat it as early as possible. Like this is the medication I bought for them. This is the medicine I am using to treat cough in my farm. So I have to apply the medication immediately so that it doesn't affect the whole of the chicken. So if you are a poultry farmer or if you are trying to venture into poultry farming, the first thing you have to learn to do is to pay a very close attention to your chicken. When you don't pay attention to your chicken, you will suffer a very big loss in your farm. Always pay attention in anything you do in your chicken, both the feeding, their medication, their health, everything. Make sure you pay a very close attention so that you will be able to know where the problem is coming from whenever you have any issue in your farm. So this is just what I want to share with you on today's video. My name is Collins and I am a chicken farmer, as I've once said on this video. And on this channel, I share my little experience about chicken farming here on this channel. So you can subscribe in this channel so that you will be able to get notified whenever I upload a video on this channel about poultry farming. And for those of you who have been supporting me since I started this channel, I'm really grateful. Thank you all, and I love you all. Thank you for your support. For those of you who have been supporting me, thank you very much. I really appreciate. And if you are new in this channel, don't forget to subscribe on this channel for more poultry tips and experiments. See you in my next video.